Now, this is how a real streamer starts, Mike. Take some notes, all right? I'm here. I'm prepared. I'm hunting a real Pokemon. Look. My first egg is waiting for me. There it is. Take notes, Mike. Hi, everyone. Just friendly banter. Here we are hunting some Drilbur to spite Mike. Here we are, our first actual egg. So, okay, cool. That's there. We got our first egg. I am not a crazy shiny hunter. I don't go super in depth with shiny hunting, so I'm probably doing something wrong. I'll try to keep up with my counter the best I possibly can as we get egg number 2 in here. Not bad. Actually, maybe I should get off my bike. Why make this harder for me to control? I'm not trying to hatch yet. I'm just trying to. I'm gonna do this in sessions. I'm gonna get the 5 eggs that we can hold at a time. Hatch all those 5. Then yeah, we'll see what happens. How's everyone doing? You good? Bad? You okay? Just okay? I've got another egg. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to this because I kind of need an Excadrill for a team that I'm working on. That's like super convenient that I'm just shiny hunting for one while, you know, I actually need one. It'd be kind of cool because I'm actually working on a team for a couple of trainee patrons, both of which need an Excadrill. So it's like, oh, I guess one of them's getting a shiny one. Or maybe I want to keep it. I get all the breed jacks, but we'll see what happens. But thankfully with this generation, like, IVs are kind of irrelevant because I have a golden bottle cap I can use. So I really just need the right nature. And that's it. I guess the right ability too. I don't even technically need the right nature, but I like having the right nature. I don't know why. It's just something in my mind. Like, oh, you could just mint it. Oh, we accidentally hatched one before. So this is actually encounter number 1. It's going to be a shiny right now. Feels bad. Our first little third. I love it. No nickname. Bad Drilbur. You weren't the sparkly one. We'll try to do this in like the most efficient way possible. Okay, so we got our 5. So I guess I'll leave Tom in here. Actually, he had 31 HP IVs. Dope. By looking at. And was the right ability and the right nature. Well, nature obvious, but cool. That means, you know, Everstone and Destiny now are doing their job. Attach these other 2 boys. I could have also done this in the wild area, but I don't know. This is more scenic. A lot prettier. As we're about to hit Eldegoss in the face. I guess just the annoying thing is having to constantly. Life of a streamer hard for problems. I'm actually kind of curious because these Drilburs are actually hatching really quickly. we will totally get this today, right? I didn't notice they hatched this quickly. And if you guys want to know our odds, we're doing like a shiny charm. So this is shiny charmed odds. Also Masuda method. So it's like 100. It's like 1 out of 500 ish. Which ain't too bad. We just have to hatch 500 eggs. Theoretically, we should then get a drill for sure. But I mean, if I'm gonna get breedjecks too, I give them away. Why not, right? I'm like definitely gonna have some 6 IV ones, so I might as well just at least wonder trade them away at the end if I end up getting this early. It could also pick up wing on the bridge anyway. Counter number 3. Okay, so to beat Mike, I think we need a shiny in encounter number 8. Because he got it in like encounter number 9. And we have to beat Mike. We don't have an option. We have one more egg to hatch out of this batch. Wait. We have one more egg to hatch. Oh, so our encounters. I'm already wrong. Look at this. I'm already wrong on my encounters. Only it'll go by 5s. The way I'm doing it, it'll go by 5. So I can't mess it up that bad. Can't possibly mess up 5 plus 5. Who knows? Number 5, nothing. Okay, Mike. You might win this round. You might win this one. But we'll definitely get it before 100. Alright? Alright, let's trash these. Not trash them. I actually want to check them. Out of nothing but curiosity. Oh, that's pretty good. 5 IV. 5 IV. 5 IV. Oh, this one's good to go. Okay, well, I got one actual competitive one in like 5 minutes. Alright, so I'll put this in my giveaway box. Give these away. Like, the actual good ones will give away. All these other ones are trash. I think. They never stood a chance. I mean, Excadrill belongs in the trash, right? I know we're Team Excadrill over here, but let's be honest. That's cool, though. We got, like, an actual competitive one already, just a batch. Breeding is so hard, guys. Alright, give me eggs, lady. I need the eggs. How's everyone doing tonight? Let me know. How's your quarantine going? Are you actually doing it? I hope so. You little... Fun fact, one of my first shinies in Sun and Moon was actually a Stuffle, which has a pretty good shiny. Other fun fact, all the flame body users in this game are so damn slow. Like colossal. To the point where sometimes you just can't escape because the Pokemon out are faster than you. Which is another reason why I opted for here. Because here the Pokemon are a lower level than, you know, a wild area. Or like what they would have been in the wild area. At least there's that. Lady, come on. It don't take that long to pick up 6. God, I love Wobbuffet, but do I hate its female sprite? I think most people are in agreement with that. Wobbuffet's a cool Pokemon, but like, why? Why lipstick? It looks so off-putting. Like, don't give human qualities to a blob, please. Good riddance. It's like one of those things, like seeing human teeth on animal. It's just disgusting. It's weird. Now she's doing perfect. Can't even count 5. Easy. As we get an encounter. Give me the money. Number 6. Nope. Okay, number 7, number 8. These next two, 100%. We can do it all, dude. Good luck on the hunt. Hopefully better luck than me. Currently 2,100 eggs in hidden ability. Shiny Gothita. Jeez. I really hope I get better luck than that. But anyway, good luck, Austin. You need it a lot more than I do. I mean, worst case scenario, if I don't get it today, I already have, like, in the first 5 eggs, I got a competitive Drilbur that I can do. Because I genuinely need a Drilbur for an Excadrill for couple of teams I'm making for patrons. So this helps. Actually, why did I go check? This was encounter number 7. Still. Was I surprised how quickly Mike got Hoot? Yeah. What the heck? He got it like in 9 encounters, right, Mark? Like that's ridiculous. But we're gonna beat it. One more egg is number 8. We're gonna beat or match it. And if we don't, end stream. Oh, JK. I think he actually got 2, right? He got 1 at 9, and then 1 at like 111. Yeah, I have a shiny charm and a foreign ditto. I just got my shiny charm yesterday. The foreign ditto I've had for a while, but I got both running right now. So I think my chance is like 1 in 500. Too shabby. It's all right. No, 1 in 500, and Mike gets it in like 9. And I don't know what Hoot Hoot's hatch rate is, but I'm assuming it's pretty small. It's like one of those Pokemon. Usually the hatch rate is. So he's probably like just pumping out a lot of eggs per hour. Drilbur seems to be kind of average. That was encounter number 8, so we don't beat Mike. Can we tie Mike? Our number. Please. God damn it. Just bad luck for you. You know, it's bad luck for the game, but maybe you have good luck some other place in life. We gotta stay positive. And you know what? That's just gonna make that Gothita so much more meaningful when you finally get it. That's gonna be the best Gothita that you have ever seen in your life. It's just gonna look beautiful, have twinkles in its eyes. It's a lot more special that way. Found out today breeding Pumpkaboo sizes are like separate species. You need to start with the size you want. To be honest, dude, Mark, I didn't know that. I thought it was just random. I mean, I guess that's good because you could control for it better. Because imagine it was just random. If it was just random, then you could have gotten that shiny Gothita with 6 IVs and have it be small size. And it's just like, oh, well, not Gothita, Pumpkaboo. And then it's just like, oh, well, I guess I can't use this. I guess it's kind of good that it's covered for that, but at the same time, it feels bad that you found out about it. Not a good way. All right, let's see the actual competitiveness. If I have any competitive Drilburs, I'm just gonna be like frustrating them away. Bad, 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 bad. I think Mike was keeping all of his Drilburs. Like, and you don't want negative defense drill. Oh, I accidentally also breeded these onto Premier Balls. That's pretty good. I think the Papa Excadrill that I have is a Premier Ball. That's why. Who's a mother? It might be my. Not helpful finding out ahead of time. I know how you feel. That's just like one of those, like, you don't really think about that when you breed. It's not the first thing that comes to your mind, so it kind of just happens by accident. To be honest, I never even considered Pumpkaboo a thing. Granted, I never used the Gorgeist competitively, but I know it's super good. Especially with, like, Trick or Treat and stuff. If you pair with the T-Tar. Really, really good. I don't know if this is actually my first time breeding on Route 5. I usually breed always in the wild area. But I saw Mike doing it here. I kind of like the scenery, especially at this time of the day. Nice and yellow. The wild area is just laggy. Probably wouldn't be. But this is the other problem. I have like no space here. Keep running into Stuffles. Well, I'm a rock. A hot rock. It did make breeding really... You don't even have to like go inside a Pokemon Center anymore. You see them bend their arms. They're like, oh, I know what's waiting for me. Want to give Gourgeist a shot, either pairing it with T-Tar or Obstagoon. No, I'm always down for the Goon, dude. Always down for that. It's number 11. Nothing. To be honest, if I hope that that Drilbur has like a... Like, I know what Excadrill shiny looks like, but haven't taken the time to look up what Drilbur shiny is. I might miss it. So if I miss it, just make sure I don't release it. And that'll be like such an anticlimactic reaction too. Is this if I just don't... I'm like, hey, man, it's a Drilbur, and I just don't even acknowledge the fact that there's a shiny on my screen. Pretty dirt, Drilbur. Oh, jeez. I hope it's like a big difference so that I can't possibly miss it. But things like Gengar, like, there's no person on this planet that can actually tell the difference between a shiny Gengar and an actual Gengar. Or like Garchomp's another one. A shiny Garchomp or a regular Garchomp, they're the same Pokemon. In my eyes, they're the same Pokemon. Let's go real down. Far down. Going deep, boys. That poor Eldegoss over here. It's pink, so you won't miss. Thank God. That Eldegoss there is forever stuck in this endless loop of floating in the sky in that spot. That poor bundle of pixels. Doesn't deserve. Oh, it finally stops. Oh, and then it vanishes into the abyss. Okay. Okay, real talk. As much as I'm sick of seeing Excadrill on the ladder as much as the next person, but it's a pretty well designed Pokemon. Like, it's one of Gen 5's like better designed Pokemon. And Gen 5 gets a lot of flack for like copying Gen 1. I can't think of a Pokemon that Excadrill is copying, except maybe Scyther, but like it just has two sword things. The biggest shiny disappointment I ever had was evolving my shiny Shelder, which is gold, into fairly different shiny Cloyster because I hadn't looked it up beforehand. Oh jeez. Oh, I have an actually very unlucky. I have a very big shiny disappointment. It's exactly what I was talking about. Is where I was doing the Gen 7 Horde method, and there actually might be a video of this online somewhere. My old Twitch channel. I was doing a Gen 5, not Horde method, it was SOS method, right? Where you'd have to like just attack one side of the field and then keep calling their ally Pokemon to come help, and that'll be the new encounter, blah blah blah. I was doing that, and I was talking about something at the same time. For some reason, it involved me getting very close to the camera and like showing the Twitch stream my eyeballs. I don't know why. And I completely missed it. I was just autopiloting, clicking buttons the whole time. And it was just a situation where, like, I completely missed it, and I just murdered this shiny Comfy. I think it was a Comfy that was on my screen. And everyone's just like, Kevin, you're a little idiot. I have to find the video. I definitely will. I probably could right now. It's not like super hyper intensive. But that was the funniest thing in my whole life. Trash, trash. Oh, perfect. We're keeping the perfect ones. Giving them away later for anyone just... The perfect or good enough ones. Like, if it's gonna have bad special attack, that is literally meaningless for Drilbur. I think while I'm here, I gotta find that video. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, Twitch. Was Twitch? TV. X-rays. Oh. So funny. I know, like, I know a lot of people clipped it. Top all time. Oh my god, he killed the shiny. Yep, found it. Okay. Here you go. I could type this because I am God. The god of this stream. Now you guys will understand what I'm talking about. That was my biggest shiny disappointment. Kevin is brutal, releasing these poor babies, Mike's. You remember the Pokemon anime, like episode 3, that Sand Slash episode? That's me right now. These poor little guys, if they can't meet up the bar, they get released into the wild. I was in sewers in Pokemon Black and came across a shiny Rattata when going through doing double battles, and the stupid NPC partner killed me. Also, what's up, Chris? Well, Chris, Tofu, we all know who you are, Tom Tom. Your name is actually Tom. Okay, yeah. Counter is 15, cool. I still didn't mess up my counter. That's shocking. I was telling people before, like, I don't know what I'm doing. The biggest work in progress ever. History of Pokemon. The history of Shiny Hunt. You're the guy with Charmander leaving it to die. Please. These guys are 4 or 5 IVs. They could handle themselves out here in the wild. They could do it. It's not like I'm leaving them in the middle of the wild area with, you know, level 70 Gigantamaxes. I'm leaving them here. I'm leaving them right next to the daycare. Right next to all the fairy Pokemon. Fairy Pokemon aren't gonna hurt them. Look at Mincenos. Okay, calm down. Mincino, relax. Relax. Like, Mincenos ain't gonna hurt nobody. Stuffles. Please, they'll be fine. 100%. They're like level 19 out here. Did I pick up from... They're level 1. All these things are like level 20. What's life without a little challenge? Right? What's life without a little bit of challenge? Also, Streamlabs OBS is very complicated when it comes to extracting YouTube stats, because YouTube stats is like super like hidden and coded and stuff. I think I found a way around it. I have a live sub counter, current subs, that just broke, so I can't use it. Oh no, there it is. Boom. So if you guys want to help me test it out, subscribe to Pokésports. Then I'll know if it changes. You don't have to keep the subscription, but the option's there. And if I know it works, I'm trying to make it look prettier, because right now it looks awful and disgusting. I don't even want to keep it. But I kind of just want to see if it works. Also, I'm missing an egg. Good job, Kevin. Wobbuffet is brutal and found there. Wobbuffet ain't gonna do nothing. It's just an Uber's Poke. Please. Wobbuffet is weak to ground. But no, I don't. I think the one thing holding YouTube back from like being a very good streaming platform, not to say that it's not a good streaming platform, actually much really good in terms of you know, in terms of integration and stuff going on the screen and crazy stuff like that. Oh wait. What if this is the one? We have to send it to him. What if it's the one? I could have swapped it for the X. Yeah, that's like the one thing holding YouTube back is like well integrated into live broadcasting software. Big words, big streamer words. Streamer use big streamer words. 17. Counter numbers. We couldn't beat Mike. But Mike did show me like I don't know how many of you guys watched Mike. Didn't you? Should. Mike showed me a showdown import of the team that he plans on using. It's different. I don't believe he swears to me it is so good. And he swears to me Noctowl is so good. I gotta see it to believe. It's like Noctowl, G-Max, Orbeetle, Hitmontop. What else? Raichu. What other meme mons did he throw in there? I guess Duraludon's good. I have a feeling that Duraludon's gonna carry that team. We'll see when Mike releases his video. I think Mike said he's actually working on a video for tomorrow where he actually plays with that team ladder. Because he has it all done and stuff, but he hasn't actually played with it on Pokemon. He's just been testing. I think he spent the rest of that yesterday and today breeding out the team. I can't say I had nothing to do with that team. Were you the reason for Hitmontop? Was that your doing, Chris? What's my favorite mon to use in this format? Tough question. I had a really good run with Indeedee and Didi Drifblim. And I think those two in combination were my most fun, but you kind of need one to do the other. The other Pokemon I actually really enjoy this generation is Duraludon. I think that thing is disgusting. You pair Duraludon next to a Whimsicott, it's just broken. I think he may be thinking of Swoobat instead. Am I? No, Mike is using Noctowl. I promise. I know not what you say. Drifblim. You had fun using Drifblim too, Mark? Or you just think? I had a lot of fun. Love that thing. And I liked using Slurpuff too, but Drifblim does more. I would never tell people because you're hiding the secret. No, it's too good. Has anyone tried Flare Boost Drifblim? I think in its history, probably. Just, I don't think this generation. People haven't really touched upon it this generation. One, because Flame Orb is stupidly hard to get. And two, is Flame Orb just guts for special? Is a Flare Boost just guts for special attack? If so, you could do some pretty funky VMAX Toxtricity. Oh my god, I'm getting ideas. Stop. Stop, don't do this to me. Because they actually cover each other's weaknesses so well. Gmax Toxtricity going for the Gmax Poison Paralysis. And then a Hex Burnt Thingamabob. I'm getting thoughts. That'll be a lot of damage. That'll be a ridiculous amount of damage. That'll be a 100 base power. That'll be like essentially going for a Guts Flare Blitz. That's kind of disgusting. Granted, you have to guarantee that poison will happen, but or it doesn't have to be a poison, just status in general. It's memey, but it might be fun. Don't put ideas in my head. 50% boost to special attack. That's a little disgusting, huh? Because special attack is kind of broken. I'll think about it. Wait, can we get? We can get into. Yeah, we can get it because home is open. You can 100% get it. I mean, like, no one's tried Drifblim, period. I'm like one of the few people that actually be like, hey guys, this ain't that bad, and no one listened yet. But I did make top 4 at the PAX tournament, but that tournament kind of meant with a indeed. Oh, that's a good one. There you go. See, I keep some of them. I don't know what you're talking about. I keep some. Yeah, Gmax Electricity Hex team sounds really good. Luckily, they had an event where Flame Orbs were in raids, and I grabbed one. Oh, yeah, they did with the Mewtwo raids or something like that. But I checked today and saw you didn't have a transfer. You didn't have the transfer Flare Boost in? Oh, you'd have to. But that's fine. You can transfer it in and then make eggs. And that's no big deal. Like, it's still in the game legally now. But maybe people just kind of slept on it March 1st when it became legal. Too much sand in the meta. I agree. I don't even like using sand on my team simply because they lag out my game. Stop. You're putting too many particles on my screen. My recording software cannot keep up. Then makes the video footage all choppy. If I'm going against one, I can't really stop myself. I would need to... Oh my god, and it's perfect because Drifblim gets Tailwind too. So I can Tailwind first turn. Real talk, when you see a Toxtricity and you see a Drifblim lead, I guess you go for Toxtricity because you assume X. You'd probably double target into Toxtricity. Go for Tailwind. I don't know how fast you'd be with... I think, what are you, like base 80, 85 speed? Something like that. Might be able to outspeed a couple mons if you're like timid max. Set up the Tailwind first turn, burn yourself with Flame Orb that same turn, have Toxtricity go for their attack, then following turn start hexing. And then I think you should actually be out damaging. No, I accidentally gave them an egg. What if that was the one? What if it was the one? Did I see Wolfie Shuckle team with Rabombi? Is that from today? Because I didn't watch any YouTube video today. But I have not yet done so. I saw Telepathy Noivern for the first time today. I forgot that thing got telepathy. That's not bad. What does it really block from? Like discharge? Yeah, I could think of because it's already immune to EQ. I guess you could stick it on a gravity team for fun. Both these teams are so meme-tastic. I mean, the thing is, he wins with them too, right? So it's not like they're bad. Or maybe that's just him being good. That happens to me all the time. What happens to you? There was a video that someone posted today where they used Fling on Swoobat. Dude, I was doing that months ago. I think it was that's a +1. I'm like, yeah, dude, it works. Well, it didn't work for me, but I hope it worked for him. That was like a strategy that happened a very long time ago. And I always wanted to improve upon it because at the time that I was using that team, Togekiss was everywhere. I mean, Togekiss is still everywhere, but Togekiss was everywhere at that time. So I never effectively got to go for Fling on my own Swoobat. So I never got my Swoobat stats up. If I did it once and then lost that game. But I've always wanted to improve it with Brutal Swing Raichu instead. Because you go for Brutal Swing, you can't follow me, redirect it. You should still be outspeeding the Swoobat. If you EV it correctly, you can outspeed. And then get the boost that way. You don't get the Fling boost, but you know what? At least you break your weakness policy. He's just that good, I think. I think I saw he was ranked 26th on the ladder. He's been first a couple times, too. Barry has Dragapult over Togekiss again. People are very... I don't know what happened. I actually have an idea what happened. The sudden popularity in Dusclops and the common Dusclops set, which is I believe relaxed with 92 defense, 252 HP, and then 1 defense. I don't know the exact, something like that. It might be a 160. That's the common Dusclops set, and Dragapult is able to OHKO that with Life Orb 100% of the time with the Max Phantasm Dynamax. So that's why the popularity came back again. And honestly, it's just such a good typing, such a good Pokemon. It's so hard to really compete with it. Like none of the other dragons can really put up with it except for Durlodon. But yeah, it's probably the popularity of what's his face, Dusclops, that really made Dragapult come back. At least in top ladder too. I think top ladder kind of realizes meta trends before, you know, other players really pick up on it. Cuz it's kind of like a copy effect. Like the top players will always notice things to change before, I don't want to say lesser players, that's a word, but you know, less experienced players, because less experienced players tend to copy the good players. So eventually it's like a downwards trickle effect. So we're only just gonna see more Dragapult as people start realizing, oh, all these good people are using Dragapult. Maybe I should use Dragapult too. So that's kind of why I took a step back from my Dusclops team, because I could technically EV for it, but I just decided to not use the team instead. I wish I could see the look on someone's face when they chose to beat up in front of a follow me user and then gets redirected. Probably surprise Pikachu. That's literally the flag I have for my island on Animal Crossing. Surprise Pikachu face. Oh, look at these. We're getting good batches. We're getting some mighty. Oh my god, we got 3 good Excadrills in that last batch. Not bad. Excadrills, Drilburs. Actually surprised how many I'm getting. That's the thing. If I were just gonna... This is why I don't shiny hunt too much. Because if I were just making a competitive team, I would have been fine 6 Drilburs ago. I just love with Lapras and Dragapult and activate my own weakness policy on Dragapult. Jesus Christ, that's annoying too. Yeah, with Ice Shard. Disgusting. No, no, no. Like, I could have theoretically had a whole team of Excadrill. Not really. Well, on top of it all, this Excadrill is gonna be... This Excadrill is gonna be Very annoying to you. Kind of have a fun. Good defensive Excadrill build. Words dance fair. Not on Twitch tonight? No. Gotta increase that watch time, dude. The podcast stays on Twitch, but any miscellaneous garbage that we decide to put up, they're on the YouTube. We're doing that YouTube push to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. The hard push, but we're halfway there actually. Both aspects. I have a ton of fun with Venusaur and Torkoal leads with Hatterene and Vikavolt back. Dude's a Vikavolt player. You should talk to our Hunter N in the Discord. You can probably talk to him for hours about Vikavolt. Okay, Loki. Loki. I make fun of Ryan a lot for using a Vikavolt and defending it so much. It's not bad. It's not that bad. You could totally make it work. He goes Assault Vest. I'd 100% go Life Orb if you're gonna attempt some. If you're gonna attempt any off meta mon, use Weakness Policy. Use Life Orb, unless you know it's like a defensive Pokemon. Otherwise, yeah, use Weakness Policy. Use Life Orb, because that just makes bad mons good mons, and it makes good mons broken mons. Stuffle, I need you to relax. We full? Don't be like Ryan. Never go full Ryan. I told you not to go full force. Also, thanks for the likes, everybody. I thought a couple people just decided to click the thumbs up. Y'all are cooler than those that didn't. So does anyone remember what? Because I know Mike got it at 9. He got one at 9. What was his second one? Because I know he said he got 2 of them. He got 2 shinies and 1. I at least want to beat his second one. Weakness Policy Ferrothorn for the win. Yep. If you could survive that one fire move, you're golden. You're set. Oh, I keep doing that. Also, someone just subscribed. Liger Lord X, thanks for the subscription. I got it on my cellular. Also, I just saw that the sub count changed. So, okay, so that sub count is working. Cool. Awesome. At least I know it's functioning. So I can work on making it look. God, it looks horrible. In fact, it looks so horrible, I might want to just change it. Might want to just make sure it never existed. But cool, I got to test it out live. All the best. I'm a little. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to her, so I don't send one. 115, 17, 1. I think you could do that. I'm not even halfway there yet. I'm like not even a third of the way there. Or a fifth. Probably like a sixth. What is man? I'm about a sixth. This 30 is a sixth of 120. This is 31. Has to be a way of doing this. No way streamers do. There's no way. Streamer has to just change the encounter every time by typing it in. There has to be a way. Maybe just pushing a button can change a number too. $32. I don't know how I messed up eventually. Also, to the 4 people I just decided to click the like button, y'all are true champions. 10 likes, 10 viewers. That means each one of you effectively probably clicked that like button. Now I can go to throwing some of these in the trash. Oh my god, I'm getting so lucky, dude. Not with you. You're not lucky. Oh my god. Bad. Good, bad, good, bad. See if this is good. Perfect or bust. I was actually breeding a Drilbur for a buddy and I got a shiny a couple months back. He goes, so I totally get the shiny one, right? Needless to say, I still have the Shiny Excadrill. So I get the shiny one, right? Dude, I mean, but you were breeding for me. Oh my god. Now there's 9 viewers and 12 likes. So somehow 3 of you have a clone. That's crazy. Funny how this works. I have no money. Oh geez, that might be bad. How am I supposed to buy vitamins? Oh no, I am broke. Please tell me you could buy vitamins with like BP or something. Because BP, I should have like 6 billion, right? Because I've been Master Ball like 20 times. So I should be good there. But I really hope you can. That'd be so unfortunate. It's like, oh yeah, I got the shiny thing. But sorry, don't have enough money to actually get. Is there a comfortable way of... Ugh. Sit up straight. Improve my posture. Touch my very long quarantine hair. You can. Oh, cool. You're safe, Dad. Thank God, dude. Just 2 BP each? That's not even bad. That's pretty good price. I could buy 300 of them. I just have no urge to finish the Pokédex in this game for some reason. Dude, I understand. I had no urge since yesterday. And then, like, yesterday I was like, okay, I gotta sit down and finish this thing, right? So now, we got a nice and juicy 400. What do you need? What do you need to complete? Oh, lunchbox. The only competitive shiny mons I have are Incineroar and Rotom. Rotom's a nice shiny. I think Rotom's a nice shiny. It probably could have done more with it, but I think for what it is. Like, I just kind of don't like how every single Rotom form has the exact same shiny, but I understand it's the same. But you know, Rotom Wash is a different color than Rotom Mo. But not in the shiny form. Like, if there was a way to retain that type coloring, that would have been nice. But yeah, I understand, dude. I didn't have any urge to complete it either. So I actually sat down and did it. I didn't even complete the dog event yet. I just got a dog traded to me and then traded back. I still have no urge to complete the dog event. I just like when I finish this game and when I got to like the competitive, like when I got to be able to play competitive, I just dropped everything and played competitive. That's kind of where my head's at right now. You only have 200 or so? Going to be honest, I have no idea what I'm at. I think when I started trying, like 2 days back, it was at, I think it was like 311. I only had like 90 something. It wasn't too bad. It was mainly just like I had the 3rd evolution, but I needed the minis or I needed the babies. Like I had a Butterfree, but I had no Caterpie. That kind of situation. It was just a lot of breeding. It wasn't like any of the hard ones. I had all the version exclusives. I had all the fossils. Pretty good in that department. Finally picked up on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, so my Pokemon playing time is probably going to fall a little. Dude, I don't got the remake, but I got the classic, right? Kind of really want to play. I might revive my old YouTube channel just to play it. Cause like if I'm gonna play a game that takes me hours to play, I'm gonna record it, right? I'm gonna make use out of it. I revived my old YouTube channel to do that. Also, there's this really cool new game coming out for the Switch. I actually might want to try Trials of Mana. I know it's existed before, but it's a Square Enix title. It's really popular and it's made. I give it a shot. I don't know. I'll have a lot of thoughts in mind. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I don't have a PS4, so what I'm doing with the Final Fantasy remake is that I'm just watching a Let's Play of it. I love that game so much. I actually played the original again about a year ago. Oh, fair. Very fair. Accidentally picked up another egg when I wasn't supposed to. I didn't want to throw it away again. We just checked the drawer. Bad Drilbur. Yeah, dude, I love that game. I love to death. I'm actually willing to sit and watch. I think just the cutscenes themselves are like just 9 hours long, and I'm watching a cutscene because I want to just relive it and see what it looks like. You think you like 8 better? I know I'm in the minority for the last one. I don't know. I don't remember much of 8. Like I remember a lot of 7 because I recently played it, but 8 was so long. Like I wouldn't have remembered a lot of 7 unless I played. Also, I think I just hatched an egg. I should change the encounter. Was it shiny? No, it wasn't. God, I still don't know what the shiny Drilbur looks like. Does Mike win if we don't find it on this stream? Does Mike just win? Is Mike the pinnacle of Pokésports hosts if we don't find it? I think so. What's up, fry sink? Why did your fry sink? Counter 37 in the books. I think we have one more in our party to crack. Tactics is probably better than both of the game guys. I haven't played Tactics. Ooh, I can't agree or disagree with you there, Lunchbox. Agree to disagree, because I don't know better. That way we can go back on. I'm trying to get back to an even number of Drilbur encounters at a time. I think I need one more egg to make it perfectly even. I'll check that last Drilbur. Actually good. One more egg. Okay. I should be caught up with. Doesn't make a difference to you guys. It makes a big difference in my brain. It means I can turn it off a little bit more. Wish there was an option to just release right there. Like you could release that Pokemon and then just grab that new egg. That'd be nice. Anything that includes releasing Pokemon. Phenomenal. Quick. Oh, I forget. Bad. No good special defense. What happened there, dude? Did you even try, man? No good special defense. My boy's dying to Ember over here. Do yourself a favor and play Tactics. I'll add it to my list. I'm pretty sure I can't get that on Switch, right? So I might have to find another way to get it. Maybe use some specific methods of online web page browsing. I'd be able to find it. I don't have any of the consoles it probably existed on. Oh, what even is? I don't even know what that is, to be honest. FF. Final Fantasy Tactics. PlayStation. Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation. First game of the Final Fantasy Tactics series and was released in Japan. 7. West 9. Oh, this looks cool. Looks like Wargroove. Am I weird for liking the normal Excadrill better? It's not about liking the shiny. It's about the principle. Like, Mike, you don't understand. Mike literally smacked me in my face and was like, Kevin, I know you hate Noctowl. I know you lost to Noctowl. I know I'm supposed to be your friend and all. But here you go. I'm going to catch a shiny one and then use it competitively. That's a smack in my face. So you know what? I had to find the Pokemon he hates, find a shiny, and use it competitively. It had to be done. And specifically, just an additional smack in the face. 2 patrons we have right now, the 2 trainees. It's a tier in Patreon that we have where I build a team for them and then breed that team for them. I made sure they both included Excadrill. 100%. Made sure of it. You can play it on your phone. It's on Android and iPhone. Oh. Oh. Hey, Siri. Download Final Fantasy Tactics. That needs my face. And there it $13. I'll think about it. This better be good. Paying $13. This was my favorite on PS1. Gives it 3 stars. How does that make sense? It asserts dominance. Exactly. That's what it is. About the dominance. Do you know how Pokemon home points are accrued? Seems like it's a different number every day for me. There's points in Pokemon Home. Shows you how much I use it. Venusaur is rocking the drill. I knew that guy was a bro. Yeah, dude. I made him use it. He didn't have a choice. I'm like, dude, you want to win. This is what you got to do. Yeah, look at these perfect Wait. Oh, never mind. Look at these perfect Excadrills. Oh my god, I got so many perfect ones. Come around. Worth every penny, my man. Dude. When that sick Patreon dough comes in. And then Mike cuts it in half. I wish there was a... I know a lot of people... I know a lot of people play mobile games on the interwebs. Hi, I'm Kevin, and my current hunt number is too far to the left. No, it's not, because when I get into the hundreds, it'll be fine. Mike, look what I did. I figured out how to integrate a current sub count on the thing. Even though it says 0, that's the wrong number, but it's going to fix itself in a couple seconds. I hope. There it is. Okay, I found out how to integrate a current sub thing. It looks hideous. I know. That's why I turned it off. But we could make it look better. You can exchange home points for BP. Oh. Also, everyone say hi to Mike. Also tell him Noctowl sucks. No one likes it. No one at all. Honestly, you could just find a ROM for it for free. Great integration works like a... Thank you, Mike. It just looks hideous. Yeah, but you're not supposed to download it. That's illegal. I'm not supposed to tell you what to do. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Now, what can we put on the top line? I don't know, Tom. It's just pointing at my forehead. Is there a problem? What can we put on the top line? I don't know. Beats me. You asked for this, Mike. This was a product of your this was your spawn here. My Noctowl will take my team to victory day in and day out. Okay, your Noctowl is just gonna flop. The only way you win versus another team with Noctowl is if that team is like me and gets nervous under pressure. It's only illegal from a certain point of view. That's a good point, I guess. I mean, I guess most things are illegal from a certain point. That's a very Final Fantasy VII mentality. Like, yeah, we could blow this thing up. It is illegal, but it's for good. So you missed the version with it toggled off. No, I found it, but like, I liked it better with it on. It's design. Part of the design. Kevin, if there was one fundamental thing about Pokemon that you can change or modify, what would it be? For example, limiting abilities, changes, types, or type interactions, priority status, etc. Remove that stupid, dirty dark type can't get affected by prankster moves. What's the point of that? Why did they add that in? Also, make dark type stronger. I don't think dark type is strong enough. I think with the addition of fairy, it kind of just made it pretty weak. I think make fairy less busted, give fairy an extra weakness, because fairy is the most common typing in the game right now because of how strong it is defensively and offensively. It hits too many things super effectively while also, you know, neutrally and being super defensive on top of that, because the poison still can hit it and then dragon can't even touch it. There's a couple things. Those are the first ones that I blew past 9, yeah, but I didn't take 20 minutes to start a stream, Mike. I kind of started. Wish there was a way to like just... That's Mike's stream. Make Umbreon great again. That's not bad. Bishop agrees that dark needs to be... The problem is they can't make dark stronger without making Incineroar broken, right? That's the only bad thing. Incineroar's already good. Oh wait, I still need 2 more. Incineroar's already good, so if they made dark type better, it kind of wouldn't be. Steel fairy type is too good. Yeah, until you just give it to a Mawile. And then a Klefki. Those are the 2 Pokemon you decide to stick it on. I understand that, you know, Zacian gets it, but Zacian sees no competitive play. So that doesn't really affect me too much. 1:01 p.m. yesterday. I don't know, Mike. I had to clip out a whole bunch of frozen screen this morning. I'm like, you know what? Mike got frozen for the first 5 minutes. Let's just erase that from existence. And it never happened. So if you guys weren't there live yesterday, you're missing a very pivotal moment of Mike's stream. It's true, he was barely late. I was early. If they make Dark type better, Tyranitar would be the greatest of all time. Tyranitar is such a weird Pokemon, right? It's like, you got so many weaknesses, Tom, but yet you're so darn strong because your ability is so darn good. Okay, hi, Spritzy. Yeah, I love Tyranitar so much. Very quickly became one of my favorite Pokemon. Yet, doesn't see play yet. It sees a lot of play. Did I say it doesn't see play yet? Guys, you have to realize, half of the time I'm speaking, I have no idea what I don't know if that's just me. Also, the game turned into night, and I have no idea when the transition was. I guess it had to be 8 o'clock, right? Got an egg finally hatching. I just clipped that intro. Starting soon and because necessary. Magma Storm. Bring me to a 1 HP. Believe this thing, like, I can't do it. My voice is not meant to please, it's meant to be a nuisance. One more egg. I can start checking for it. The thing is, like, if there's anything that this stream is teaching, like, viewers or, like, teaching me. Well, I already knew this, but if there's anything this is teaching viewers, like, how easy it legitimately is to make a competitive Pokemon. Because in this, we've had 40 something, 45 encounters. But I go check what I got right here. Bad. I have to get 5 bads when I'm... Well, my point is, I gotta have 11 perfect ones right here. That's how easy it is. Granted, when you have a perfect parent and a perfect... When you have double perfect parents, I guess. Clearly, it's gonna be... But you know what? Hold on. Trying to make a point. There's... How lucky am I getting on abilities? Mold breaker. Stand force. Okay, guys. I won't even give that one to you guys. Sand force. We're not doing that. We're trying to make you guys win games. Sand rush, good enough. Other sand forcer. Sand forcers don't live around here. Sand forcers never happen. They don't exist. You have a 6 IV Ditto to help speed it up, but yes. I don't. You need to count how many of the 115 were perfect. So it was 115. We were having a discussion about whether it was 117 or 115 earlier. That you got your second shiny. Dofu also made a comment saying that I treat my Drilburs too poorly. Disagree. I treat them with tough love. Maybe if I release them into the wild, their offspring can be more genetically superior by the hardships they had in life. I'm doing this for the future of Pokemon. Called Pokéatral selection. Natural Pokélections. Charles Darwin would be so proud. Yeah, 115. I guess we'll see. To be honest, Mike, the fact that you got 2 shinies in a stream is already super lucky. Because technically you can be like Mark and have like 2,000 encounters and still not get it. Any big hopes for Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra? I really want to know the Reggie's typings. I really hope it's a Dragon Reggie so that Ryan can't be right. I really want to know... I want to know the other Pokemon that are going to be in it. Because they showed us a handful, but I'm pretty sure that handful isn't, you know, the max, like the total number of Pokemon that are going to be reintroduced. They said they want like 200 in. But I want to see some better competitive models. I want to see Crocodile. Actually, Crocodile is a big one I want to see. I love Crocodile. They need to patch in mass releases for boxes. They need to patch in just making a Pokemon G-Max, like, because then you have situations with like G-Max Hatterene where you want a 0 speed G-Max, but those are so hard to find, and then you don't, and you want to, like, you can't even golden cap it because you can't have 0 speed on a golden cap. It'll just make your, it just makes it really annoying. It helps that the egg step count is so low too. It's pretty low for me as well. I'm surprised with how low it is. But yeah, I was thinking that Hoot Hoot would be one of the lower ones. And Force Trick. Dude. You heard it here. You heard it here on Pokésports. Just remember that. It's actually going to be Trick Room Excadrill with a Flare Boost. With Flare Boost Driftblim. It's a strat. It's not a good one, but it's there. I feel like you're probably hatching a Hoot Hoot every 5 steps. Like, what are Pokemon that take a lot of steps to hatch? Like Dratini, or like Dragon types. I feel like in general take so many steps. Lady, you want to give me an egg? Anytime. They're fast. I hatched all my eggs before she gave me my last one. Yeah, but I was actually surprised when I saw Drilbur's egg step was like super low. I expected it to be higher. I don't know why I think Drilbur's such a special Pokemon. Probably just because it's like competitively good, but it was probably just one of those super early. I don't remember Gem 5 at all. It's probably just one of those super early basic ground type Pokemon you found in the first sand area that you encounter. I need to replay Gen 5. I legit have 0 memory of Gen 5. Move, lady. We're gonna talk to the Eldegoss that's stuck in an loop. Hello. Bye. Lapras takes forever. It took me 300 eggs to get mine shiny. Oh, but Lapras shiny is so nice. It's worth. Old lady. We're gonna hatch this one just so we can keep. I don't remember Gen 5 at all apart from not liking it. Rest in peace. I know a lot of people liked it a lot. It was such a bold take though, right? That every Pokemon in that dex was a new Pokemon. That's such a bold stance, and I think Pokemon needs to do that again, right? That's pretty cool. It was so cool that there were no old Pokemon in that generation. They were like, every Pokemon's new, okay? I know you miss your Rattatas, but guess what? We got Patrat now. We got a Watchog. You don't need Raticate. We're good. We got your normal rat. Fine. Thought it was the Sandshrew of Gen 5. Yep, there it is. Rest in peace, Audino from Gen 5. It was mid-game, sort of. Okay. Fair. Fair. But I guess it's, yeah, it's not that special. It's just really competitively good. Speaking of competitively good, that is not you. Bad, 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 bad. All bad. Bunch of baddies. Guess you could say they're bad eggs. A bundle of bad eggs. Too many level 50 evolutions too, like Hydreigon, Bisharp, and stuff. Bisharp was a level 50 evolution. Yeah, I remember Zweilius was like stupid high level evolution. Like you were stuck with a dino forever. And like Dino's really bad. That would be another bold step Pokemon can do. Break the level cap. Let you keep going. See what happens. Probably not let you keep going, but break it to like 150. Tallied up the hoots I got. 1 with 0 attack IVs. 2 with 6 IVs. 21 ideal 5 IVs. Yeah, so out of the 115, that's a pretty good number. That's a total of a pretty good number. I think regional variants are my favorite thing they've introduced. 7. Like everyone can argue about Megas, Z moves, Dynamax, but regional variants as a concept is pretty well liked. I like it. Yeah. It's nice seeing. I've heard some people complain that, oh, stop reusing the same Pokemon. But to be honest, it's better than giving me a crappy design. I'd rather get like a new take on it. Because, you know, then you get a new take on what you've already seen. And it doesn't bother me that there's 300 Meowth forms. Like, who cares? Meowth is a fan favorite. Obviously, they're going to have a lot of forms. Surprised there was no Galarian Pikachu, though. Seemed a little weird, considering they did a Alolan Raichu. Wait, no. I like regional variants for sure. Because then the game does a good job in making them semi-exclusive. Reading is easy peasy. 24 out of 115 perfect. It's like a 20% good one. Unlike this, where it's a 1 in 500, and clearly I am 1/10 of the way there. Theoretically speaking. I should quote-unquote get one. I was talking to Chad about this earlier, Mike. I was like, how sad would it be if you were able to get 2 on stream and I wasn't able to get 1? Because I can't stream until I get 1, realistically speaking. I gotta stop at one point, right? I gotta stop at one point and then just be like, hey, I got an Excadrill, but I don't got a shiny one. I actually got plenty of Excadrills. It would be so sad that you get 2 and I can't even catch 1. That would be like the pinnacle of sad. The saddest thing to happen on Pokemon. Kevin attempts revenge. And then revenge is just like, nah, dude. Nah, dude. No revenge, Stevie. Yeah, breeding isn't the hard part, if any. What's it called? EV training, I think. If you're not doing anything basic like 252, 252s, then yeah. It's pretty hard to get those specific numbers. And then having to keep track of it too, because you know the game. Got 5 yet? Dude. Time to run around like. I also could be doing this more efficiently. But I don't want to constantly just dump my Drilburs into my box every 5 seconds. Hopefully there'll be a 2021 DLC. Maybe we'll variant of Pikachu. I think they said they want to do 4 DLC total. So, pretty sure there will be a 2021 one. There might even be 2. Which would make sense. If they want to actually have this game longevity be longer, have an increased longevity, then the best thing would be to add more DLC. I don't think this will be the only Switch game though. I do think they're gonna add DLC, but they're also going to make another Switch at all. Because this game does seem a little... It could be better. Like, even this background. Like, you're looking at this background right now. Like, that could look so much better. I'm not trying to be like a Game Freak hater. I'm just trying to say this can be polished. Not the pinnacle of Switch software. And 20 DLC, 22 DLC. And you guys think they're just gonna keep patching the game over and over? If they could texture patch this, then I think that's totally lit. But I think it could like I think the only problem is texture and lag in the wild area. It's also really cool how the DLC is completely wild area free camera too. So that's so lit. Because they took like... That's like the most adventurous thing they did this generation was the wild area and was a free camera. Like unprecedented in Pokemon. So the fact that they just brought it in for the DLC permanently. They stuck with that step. Like worked upon it is really nice. But the concept of wild area is amazing. It could be more. Number 55. Okay, so we're like halfway to Mike. Still nothing. Maybe I should do what Mike did. Like select them all. I guess I could just max get rid of them. But honestly, I have like no spaces. I know Mike has almost no Pokemon in his... But he probably had space for all his Hoot. I don't got space for these Drilbur. Alright? I have so many darn Pokemon in these boxes, okay? And it keeps going. That's a little problematic. I guess I got some, to be honest. But you know what? No, they don't deserve that space. Since they could just add DLC, it would make sense to follow the old third game in the series model. Like older, it wouldn't. Oh, would it make sense? Like older generations may as well just give us those Gen 4. I think so too. But at the same time, I feel like what they're gonna end up doing is just making Let's Go Johto, something like that. Because they kind of want. I think the Let's Go games actually did very well, money wise. So they want to probably play around with those a lot more. Just have the Let's Go be the remakes. Which, honestly, I know a lot of people would hate. A lot of people would hate because Let's Go games aren't competitive games. There's no abilities and stuff like that. There's no IVs, etc. They're not competitive games, but I think the whole point of remakes, at least for me, is to replay the story and re-experience the map and the characters and the Pokemon versus playing the competitive. Like, Oras for me was only the story. After that, the competitive just felt like I was playing any old game. Didn't really make a difference to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Hashtag unpopular opinion. But I think a Let's Go Johto is probably the direction they're gonna take. As much as I would love a Gen 4 remake. What would it even be? Like, you have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, right? What would Johto be? What are the two Pokemon in Johto that you think define the whole region? Because I don't think it's going to be Let's Go Ho-Oh and Let's Go Lugia. That sounds a little weird. It might be like Let's Go Meryl. Go... Okapi? Yeah, I'd say... Or or maybe they give it to actual starters. Because now Pokemon has this whole notion of like pseudo starters. Like you got Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Now you got Pikachu and Eevee too. Those aren't real starters. I will die if they do Let's Go Johto. Oh no. The future of Austin's well-being is on Game Freak's hands right now. He will die if they do Let's Go Johto. It might just happen, bud. You could blame Pokésports if it does. Togepi and Meryl Totodile all the way. I respect Totodile. I have 1, 2, 3, but my fives. Blade doesn't want to give egg. Favorite region? Oh, you'll die in a good way. I thought you would die in a bad way. Typically, death is bad. Oh, so you would like it. Okay, real talk. Gen 2 is my favorite region, too. Because it was my first one, so I kind of have to have it be my favorite. I played, See, I was born 95. So, when I was born, Gen 1 was coming out. I was too young to play it. But Gen 2 came out in, like, what, 2000s? I was 5. So I kind of had my hand on it. I was able to play it at, you know, like a 5-year-old level. And then that's when I really enjoyed it. I went back and I borrowed my cousin's blue version because blue was my favorite color and still is. I borrowed his blue version. I went back and played Gen 1. So, you know, I started out with Whitney's Miltank and that prepared me for Lance's Dragonite. Let's go Larvitar. Oh yeah, the pseudo legends would be interesting. I don't know, Miltank. Let's go Mumu. That's funny, Miltank. Let's go Miltank. Yeah, that's what we need on the cover. Just a bunch of nipples. Parents would definitely want to buy that for their children. God, who? Okay, what kind of human thought up the monster Miltank? Because I understand it's supposed to be a cow, and they were like, what defines a cow? It's not spots, it's not grass, it's not its color, because Miltank isn't even the right color. It's the nipples. Let's just give this thing udders. And then make it bigger than its face. And put it in the front of the photo, right in the foreground, so it's right in your face and in your eyes. And put the actual Pokemon's face in the background. Gen 2 dominated my early childhood. Maybe Umbreon and Espeon. Oh, that's interesting. That's a good point because every generation that has an evolution afterwards is a couple evolution instead of a triple. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Togepi and Meryl will make sense. I don't remember when Meryl was called Peekaboo. I think I was too young for that. I played Gen 1 as a 5 to 6-year-old too, so it was rad. Dame Silver was my first game, 95 kid too. Yeah, so you understand. Game Freak. We didn't already confirm. That's true. We confirmed it. Every last one of them. Still no Drilbur. Actually, I think that's encounter 60 and I haven't been changing it. No, that's 59. What a name. Jacobs. I'm not going to repeat it, but what a name. Did they actually let you... Okay, real talk. Can you name Pokemon whatever you like on Pokemon Go? Thanks, Niantic. They knew what we all wanted. Hello, Drilbur. Problem about doing a stream. You have people waiting on you. And you kind of have... Other like managerial problems. Like... It's like I kind of have to respond to my texts. If it's someone on the job and I'm trying to make sure they're not going to burn the place down when I'm not there. It's like stupid questions like, What temperature is this supposed to be? Like, you have a whole sheet of every temperature of every time and product we have. Just read the paper. Jeez. It's laminated and posted on the wall. Like, you, this is such idiot-proof work. Okay, I'm just ranting. I just gotta make sure I don't burn the kitchen down by tomorrow. Good content. Probably wouldn't nowadays, but it's grandfathered in. I gotta try to censor it for you, chat, because I wasn't sure. Yeah, just you did good, Jacob. Keep up the good work. Keep it censored. We'll let people use their imagination. Called it Tummy Dinks. D-I-N-K-S. Dinks. Let's get our new Drilbur in here. Because, like, theoretically speaking, no one sees the nicknames of the Pokemon except you, right? I think once you go online, the nicknames are removed. Like, you should technically be allowed to call it whatever you want. But that's like a very Nintendo mentality. Same thing with that Animal Crossing. You can't call your character whatever you want, and you can't call your island whatever you want. Tum Danks. not on the hairs of my tummy tum. Give me that egg. Okay, one complaint I have about Sword and Shield that I didn't have until I'm literally doing this right now. This bike is the most unresponsive bike I've ever had in a game. Jeez, dude. I miss the days. No, I didn't want to go in there. I miss the days of, like, acro bike where, you know, you're moving to the left, and if you want to turn around, you just turn around. You don't have to, like, make that stupid turn like an actual bike. I don't want to ride a real bike in the game. I'm playing Pokemon. I'm not playing SSX Tricky, okay? I don't want physics. Okay, we got our eggs. And we didn't hatch a Drilbur in the meantime. We're going to hatch it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The camera's really bad too. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, like, just give me, if you're gonna make the camera so booty, give me a real, free cam. If you're gonna make it bad, just give me a free cam. I'll make it bad on my own. Pretty janky. Yeah. It's not a perfect game in the slightest. It's our little broken. The game we all came here to watch and play and learn about and listen to. That's the thing, like, the game is bad. I'm not gonna say bad. I'm not gonna say bad. The game is not great. But the competitive is the strongest I think competitive has been in years. Whoever works in the competitive department, if that's a department at Game Freak, they need a raise. And they need to just take over the next title entirely, because this competitive is really good. I know some people hate Dynamax. I think it's fine. But yeah, your opinions are valid. I think this is a very competitively sound game. It looks really nice. Trainer cars are really dope. You know, the changing stadiums is really dope. General. The whole ranked system is, it's not perfect, but it's good. It's a lot better than what it used to be. I'd rather see a number on a ladder versus you know, just an arbitrary MMR. No. D4. Shiny hunting's hard, guys. I didn't think it'd be this hard. I expected to have one by now. 100%. 150%. I like shiny hunting and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That was fun. That's the one redeeming quality about that game. Was shiny hunting was actually really fun. It was really easy. You kind of just catch 31 of something and wait. That was really easy. I can appreciate that one. In this generation, you kind of have to do Masuda method. I guess you can do the catch a bunch of this Pokemon method. But that takes way too. If I recall correctly, you have to get like 500 like encounters or battles against that Pokemon for it to even matter. So yeah, that's why we're doing Masuda, because we're not even close to 500 encounters. My son done goofed me. He made all my computer icons large. He wanted to see them. Does your son actually know how to use a computer? What age did you guys get your first computer? And then what age did you get access to the internet? Because those are probably two different ages. I guess I'll go first. I got my first computer, I think I was 8 years old. But I didn't have internet access for the longest. So I was only able to play solitaire and make voice recorders and then speed it up so I sounded like a chipmunk. Oh, and pinball. At 3D pinball. That was my jam. And I think I finally got access to the internet around 11 years old. And then at 13 is when I started my YouTube channel. Jeez. So young. I was like doing COD montages at the time. That's essentially where I learned all my editing too. Like by making COD montages, I learned how to edit videos. I guess I got something out of it. Because here I am making videos. Wondering it. 16 months. He's already learning how to use a computer. I see these kids sometimes at like parties. Obviously not now, but you know, just in general, kids at parties, they're just going hard on an iPhone. They know exactly what they're doing. It's like, jeez, man. No, I still had a singular phone. It was a flip. I might still have it. Like, it might still. Hold on. I got a couple of relics in here. This was my first cell phone up. You ready for this? It's a Motorola flip phone. Look at this box. This is thick. And then that's the camera in the front. There's the little antenna that you could screw off. And you flip it. This is what the inside. That was my first cell phone. And this was a legit cell phone back in the day. Like, I remember, yeah, I still flip mine. I don't know how to flip it. Then this broke, right? And then everyone's favorite. Another relic. A Motorola Razr. Also flip. This thing was the jam, dude. Everyone had this one, and I love this so much. I don't see which phones were still like this, like still had this whole flippy feel, but you know, we're modernized with the touchscreen and stuff. I know that Motorola Razr has their own phone, but that thing's like $2,000. The world where Pokésports blows up, maybe I'll buy that phone. This gen's main strength and areas of promise are raid dens. Oh, you like raid dens? I'm kind of mixed about them. I liked them at first, but eventually I was like, oh, this is just pressing A over and over. But maybe that's just my mentality. My first computer was mine in 7th or 8th grade when WoW came out, but I had internet access before Y2K. Oh, gee. Wild area, main, D-Max, and the comp scene, the competitive scene. My main complaint about Swish is that it's kind of the entire time. I understand what you mean. Totally understand. I had an old Nokia. Other games had some low-key side quests and felt more... That is so true, dude. The whole Reggie Braille thing. That whole... Like, that was... Listen, I think I was like 8, 9 when Gen 3 was out. That whole thing blew my mind as a 9-year-old. I'm like, dude, I could be blind. I speak Braille. And like, you didn't have internet access. You had to either get an official guide or go to a library to find out what the heck is going on. That was nuts. That's why I think sometimes the internet just ruins it, because like, you don't know something, you Google it. Like, ugh, boring. Also, that was an encounter. Actually, I've been really bad with encounters. I've been talking too much. I have 2 encounters. 67. Yeah, raids are visually great, and the reward is nice. The gameplay is lacking. Like, yeah. My parents gave me one of those, their old brick cell phones, only if I needed to call 911 or got stranded on the road. Oh, my parents had. I know what you mean. And had literal depth going up, down floors. You realize how much it adds to the Pokemon game, so you don't have it. Mewtwo raids were cool. I was recently, when I got my shiny charm, right? I went up to the professor's lab. Professor just talks to me with like some blank text. So I was like, oh, I guess she doesn't give me my shiny charm. So then I went to the Pokemon lab, where Sonia's, I think her name's Sonia. Her daughter, her sister, whatever it is. Her daughter is there. In the Pokemon lab, I talked to her to try to get the shiny charm. Oh no, she doesn't give it to me either. Then I had to I was like, where do I get this darn shiny charm? So I just Googled it. I didn't even bother looking for it. I just Googled it. I'm like, okay, I have to go to Chichester Town, which is so out of the way. I'm just like, okay, I guess it's up here in Chichester Town. And I remember back in the day, they used to have like a whole room dedicated to Game Freak employees. They all had their names on it, blah blah blah, and then they would give you the shiny charm after you battled with them or something. Then I went up to this random hotel, and this hotel, it's a 14-story hotel, but guess what? There's only 2 floors that you can access. And then the floors are so linear, it literally looks like someone cut it in half, flipped it horizontally, and then that became the 2 hallways. It was like Hotel Ionia, whatever it's called. And in one of the rooms, there's just this doctor guy, and apparently that's a Game Freak employee or whatever, and then he gave me the shiny charm. It was so random. I'm just like, what is this? Like, compared to like what it used to be, dude. They used to make a celebration. They used to give you like certificate. You know, you gotta move the truck to catch Mew, wherever that nonsense was. How did that become a thing? How did that spread so? It's like what's it called? Schoolyard information or schoolyard facts that you can obtain Mew by moving the truck, but like you'd never be able to move that truck. So Swish best game. Nah, not even close. Competitively, yes. Gameplay, absolutely not. Instead of caves, they gave us hotels. Oh my god, the caves are so linear this game too. Don't even get me started on Starfish. The most fun I've had in this game is the wild area. I could say that for a fact. I like how the game treats you like a kid for once. Maybe that's it, right? Like, we forget this is we're playing a kid's game. Every kid's older brother knew how to do it. Yeah, it's called buy a game shop. That was the way to do it. spilled water. I still remember, like, I was playing on my Game Boy SP in a Marshalls somewhere, and someone walks up to me. It was just like an older kid. I was like 8. He was like 13-ish, and he's like, "Dude, you want me to teach you how to get 999 Master Balls?" I'm like, "You can't really get that many. You could only get one." I was so innocent. And then he shows me his DS. Not his DS, his SP with like a bunch of Master Balls. It's like, oh, teach me. He's like, "Oh, you have to delete your save file and then replay the game and only press X when you load up the screen." Guess what I did when I got home? Yep. Wonder how that kid's doing nowadays. What a little third. Or it wasn't good, but like, why is a 10-year-old going around saving the world? The game focuses on getting the badges for once. Oh, that's it. I get that. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Is there no like world saving? Who are the villains in this game? Oh, I guess Chairman Rose is technically the villain. I guess the character accidentally saves the world, right? It's not like that was his intention. Dude, it's so funny because that memory is still in my brain. Like, you know how you have memories? I'll give myself an F. In fact, I deserve 2 Fs for that one. You know, like there's those memories that happen and you completely forget the next day. And there's just those random memories from your childhood that don't go away. I can literally, if you give me a pen and paper, I can draw that little turd's face. Clearly he just had a Game Shark and he was going, well, now I know that. Before I didn't know that. The gym challenge felt like kind of like an innocent Hunger Games. Oh, jeez. An innocent Hunger Games. That's a very contradictory sentence. The innocent Hunger Games. Are you trying to tell me the Hunger Games isn't an innocent game? Save the world at the end, but it's more of a hunting after your friend's older brother. That is true. And just trying to be better than him. Yeah, I could totally see that. On the contrary, you know something I miss from Generation 2? That they don't do anymore? I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. Like I might have. Did I feel bad for Hop? Kind of. He was kind of just like... I felt bad for him. Not because I felt sorry for him. But I felt pity for him. Like, it was just like, God, this poor kid. What was I going to say? Oh, something I missed from Generation 2 that they don't do anymore is just a jerk rival. Like, a complete jerk rival. Like, an actual evil person. Gen 1 had a jerk rival. Gen 2 had a jerk rival. Actually, Gen 2 had the most jerk I've ever seen a rival. The man literally steals his Pokemon in the beginning of the game. In Gen 3, you got May. What does May do? Nothing. Just follows you around. And then Gen 4, you got Dawn. What does Dawn do? Nothing. Just follows you around. God, like, I like those jerk ones. Like, when you have an actual antagonist that isn't just... like, Gen 1 had so many antagonists. Gen 2 had so many antagonists. Both had Team Rocket and the rival. I don't know. That was a very good formula. I think they should do it more. It was really nice. Real rivalry between characters. Exactly. Like, just anything, right? Like, give me a reason to hate my rival. Like, it's not a rival unless you hate them, right? That's competition. You don't like your rivals or else it's not a rival. It's a friend. They're not rivals. They're buddies. He's cool because he grows. Oh, dude, I gotta play Gen 2 again. I gotta play Gen 2. I have Soul Silver too. And Soul Silver, like if you try to find a copy of Soul Silver, they go for like $100 or something. Incredibly high right now. So happy I got a copy of it. And I never got rid of it. It's actually one of the few games I don't own my yellow. I don't own my... See, the thing is, I owned. All at one point I owned all these games. And then when I stopped playing Pokemon Gen 5, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I stopped after Gen 4. I stopped. I didn't play Gen 5 until right before Gen 6 came out, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Gen 6, but if I'm gonna play Gen 6, I gotta play Gen 5 first. That's probably why I don't remember Gen 5 too much, because I did kind of rush through it because I was trying to finish it before Gen 6. But yeah, in that time gap, I lost all of the games I had, and I had them all. Well, I didn't have them all. I had most of them. I had Silver. I got Silver first. Then I got Silver. Then I got Blue. Then I got Crystal. Then Sapphire, because blue is my favorite color. Sapphire. I think I got Diamond because blue is my favorite color. And then I got Black 2. I didn't even get Black. I got Black 2. Then I got X. And then I think after that I got both of them. I like collecting. Bring back Pokeslot machines. Right, dude? If you could have the stock market in Animal Crossing, you could have slot machines in Pokemon, please. Busting into Team Rocket's headquarters felt awesome. Dude, the second you press that wall and a old door appears, it's like, yeah, I learned where your hideout is, dude. I remember using Hitmontop a lot in Gen 5. What generation did Hitmontop come out? Gen 2, right? The old sprites. I can get behind you on that one. I mean, the new Pokésports shirt has old sprites, mainly because they're aesthetically pleasing. Why am I saving the game? Like, I purposely chose old sprites because they're aesthetically pleasing. And it's something that everyone recognizes. And I really like minimalist shirts. Like, this one I'm wearing right now is literally just a logo. On my pectoralis major. Getting that Porygon was so satisfying, Gen 1. Dude. Oh, that was the one that cost like 50,000 grand, right? 50,000 grand. $50,000. What is 50,000 grand? That's 50,000 with 3 more zeros at the end. Didn't play Gen 5 at all. I picked up Gen 6, but didn't play Gen 7 because I was committed to playing it with my wife, and we never got around. I feel you, dude. So what happened with Sword and Shield? You were like, you know what, honey? This time I'm not waiting for you. I just gotta go. I gotta go and I gotta play Pokemon. $50,000 coins. But he got really good around Gen. What are we talking about? I should sell one of my Heart Gold or Soul Silver copies. Oh, you got both of them? I want a Pokemon collection. I definitely took. I'm just gonna send it to my box for now. Oh, Pectoralis Neutralis. Expecto Patronum. Welcome to Voldemort. And actually, we managed to play it together that time. That's good. At least you got to it eventually. No Drilbur yet. We're currently at 75. Did we get a bunch of trash? Oh, a good one. Perfect. Bad. No, good. Like, we're getting pretty good ones. 2 of the 5 that we do each time, we get a good one. Granted, I didn't check for Sand Force, because those Sand Force ones belong right in the trash. Maybe you guys want to see. Like, why would you want to see? I got both Kevin. I bought Heart Gold. I think it was the senior year of high school when it came out. Then I bought Soul Silver when I went up. Dude! Gen 4, I think I was still in the... I know when you're a senior in high school, you kind of have your own money. I didn't have my own money. Kind of the folks. The cash. How easy it is to play together. You know what? I'm agree with you right there, Jacob. That's a very good point. I didn't even think about. This game is very interactive. We talked with Professor Joey about it too. Like, back when competitions were still a thing, people would just walk in, all go in the wild area, and they're all connected via local wireless. It was kind of cool. It would be cool if they did the same thing they did to Dragon Quest and toggle between sprite mode and regular mode. I mean, I would love that too, but I just don't see Freak doing it. It's so sad. I don't know the publisher of Dragon Quest games offhand, but I know it's not Game Freak. I was loaded with the money. Okay, when did you guys start working? Since most of us are adults, as per the YouTube analytics, most of us are adults. Most of us are in our 20s, 30s. What was your first job, and what age were you when you had the job? Let me hear it. I'll go first. I have to wait for the YouTube delay to come in. I have no added delay on, but for some reason there's still a huge delay. I think YouTube has like its own delay already integrated. I'll go first. I was 18. And I was a deli clerk. Dragon Quest is Square Enix? Exactly. Like, Square Enix is willing to make those leaps a lot more than Game Freak, who's kind of very traditional, sticks to a very traditional formula, and doesn't really step outside the box too much. Steak and Shakes, 16. I made shakes. If you work at Steak and Shakes, do you have to choose whether you are a shake maker or a steak maker? I work at the Kmart in electronics / garden center. Wait, that would be one department? One department would be electronics / garden center, or you just worked in those two departments? Also, oof, working 16 in retail sounds terrible. People are so mean to you. 15 Fairway grocery. 15. I think at 15, all you can do is cashier, right? Like, they don't even let you do anything else. 7. Camp counselor for my town summer camp. Did the whole leader and training thing at 14, 15. Worked for money at 16. Mike over here working for free at age 14. So that's what Canada's like. That sounds fun. I never even... I sound like such a city boy right now. I've never been camping. Some could say I've never even seen a tree in real life. It picked for me. It tried to put me... but I said it. I hope you've improved in your grilling skills since then. No, but I did garden center in the summer and electronics in the rest of the year. Also, dude, you were the guy. Chris, you were the guy that I would call if I wanted an early copy of a game, right? I would be like, yo, Chris, here, I would give you $90. That's 50% more than the game is worth. You keep the 30 and then give it to me early. And then all you gotta do is just scan it the day of. Chris, if I knew you IRL, you would have defined my YouTube career. Getting a game early is such a big deal on YouTube. That's why I kind of hate YouTube sometimes. Like, such an unfair advantage that you have over everyone else is if you get the game early, you just pump out 20 videos first day. The one thing I hated about YouTube, because I always felt under pressure that, like, I had to just release this as soon as I can. But that's kind of the first, whoever comes first wins mentality. If you wanted to here, but you weren't getting one. Wow, dude. Wow. What if I gave you a hundo? I didn't make it. Oh, fair. Donos was a cashier, 18. Were you cashier in like retail or grocery? That's a big difference. Do they keep the games like actually locked up, hidden? I always figured they wouldn't really care that much because so many content creators get their stuff early. I know a handful of them get review copies, but all of them also just go to mom and pop shops. And a lot of them really don't want to divulge their source either. Honestly, you can give me like $5. I was a kid. I'm like, dude, $5 whole. In grocery, I feel you. My wife says I can use a George Foreman grill pretty well. You use a grill that grills itself. I'm proud of you, dude. You should come work for me. You're probably better than my employees. At least you can use a Foreman grill. I made some Italian sausage today at work. We'll turn this into a cooking podcast. Or I guess a cooking stream. Ingredients to Italian sausage. Really easy. It's the easiest thing ever. Step 1. Go to the meat department, buy sausage. Step 2. Cook the sausage first. Don't stick in because I'll explain. I'll explain. So what you gotta do, you have to cook the sausage first. The reason for that being, the time it takes to cook a sausage is a lot longer than the time it takes to caramelize the peppers and onions. So just so you have, you know, you're not in a situation to where you overcook the peppers and onions or you undercook the sausage. You just want to cook them separately first and then mix them together. Yeah, cook the sausage, chop up some onions. You need some big chunks. You don't want skinny chunks. Because if you have skinny chunks, when you caramelize something, it shrinks, right? So you get big chunks so that when it does shrink, it's still a sizable amount and not like little tiny strings of onions or little tiny speckles of onions if you chop it up really small. So you want big, nice slices. And then same thing goes with peppers. You can pick whatever peppers you want. You like green, red. I don't know, whatever your favorite color is, yellow, orange. Yeah, chop those up, big chunks. Grab some marinara, straight up marinara. If you want to be fancy, you can toss in some basil, oregano, salt, whatever you decide, garlic, just to make it taste better. But usually, if you get like a good marinara off the shelf, I work in a grocery store, so I have like everything at my disposal. Yeah, get marinara, and then you just stick that in the oven. Probably 350, probably around 10 minutes. And then that should be enough time for the onions and the peppers to suck up the marinara juices. And then once the sausages are done, you just throw the sausages in, stir it up. There you go, sausage peppers. Tastes so good. Made it just in time for cooking with Kevin. Yes, you did. Took a whole 5 minutes to explain to you how to make a recipe. See you again tomorrow for chicken parmesan day. George Foreman has some difficulty sometimes. The Google Home doesn't listen to me when I need to set a timer for 6 minutes. Rest in peace. Is this a JoJo reference? King Explosion. I don't know. If I did make one, I didn't do it on purpose. I don't have a smart home. Maybe when I still live with the folks, so maybe when I move out, I'll like smart homeify my home. I know Mike has a smart home and everything too. I know most people my age have one. I would love one. but it's not like my house, so I don't want to stick things in places and plug things into walls and have my parents not know that they're being listened to all the time. Marinara is so good, but it's pretty expensive. Thing is, I don't buy it. My department buys it, and since my department works for the store, it's just taking money from one pocket, picking it up, and then putting it in the other pocket. Like, it doesn't actually make a difference. So I just make my department pay. I can go for some chicken parm right now. Chicken parm is like the easiest dish to make. That's a lie. The easiest dish. Okay, recipe for chicken. Ready? Here we go. Get some chicken breast. Slice thin. You're gonna need flour, eggs, stirred eggs. You gotta take the eggs, you gotta stir it. Flour, eggs, and breading. Take the chicken, put it in the flour. Take the flour chicken, put it in the eggs. Take the eggs and flour chicken, put it in the breading. Put on a fryer with olive oil, canola oil, I don't know, pick one. Coconut oil if you're feeling special. Put in a fryer. Cook it until it's 165. You don't have to worry about undercooking it because it's going to go right back in the oven anyway. Once that's done, marinara, mozzarella cheese. Take it right back in the oven. Boom, chicken parmesan. Easy. You don't even need to add salt or anything because all that crap is in the marinara. You can start by making your room smart. Get a Philips Hue kit and here. That'd be something fun. To be honest, I would love to do that. But I think first, me and Mike are actually talking about improving. Mike has really good equipment. So my equipment is lacking in terms of that fact. So what me and Mike are working on doing is trying to improve my end of the equipment, because like right now, like you guys heard how big of a difference. Like we have identical mics right now. Like we have legitimate, really good mics. So we got our mic audio to match, which we believed was the most important at the time because we were focusing really hard on the podcast and still are. So we wanted to improve the mic quality up front, which we did. Next, what I want to do is I'd like proper lighting. I think my next step is proper lighting, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit one here. Might have to move the camera a little bit more to the left. So pause it that way. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Time comes. But I need proper lighting, a green screen. And then so the step after that would be replacing the webcam with an actual DSLR cam link attached to it. And then at that point, we will have best quality possible. And that's always been like the goal of, especially Patreon donations, everything like that. Like, you guys, I don't know if you guys think we're kidding, but literally every Patreon donation doesn't go in our pockets at all. It just gets to improving the podcast. SM7B? Yeah. I have the SM7B. Hello. But like when we say it goes to improving the podcast, 120% it goes into improving the podcast. So whenever that adds up to be a sizable amount, which it is, then we are probably gonna make that step in getting me better gear. So Mike has great gear, so getting me better gear would be the next step. But also, Amazon has like nothing right now. It's so sad, but Amazon has literally nothing. I tried searching for it, searching for some stuff the other day. It's like everything's out of order. Sad. I want to notice the Magikarp tail stuck in the back of G-Man store. No, I don't. What the heck? Hold on, now I gotta. Max. Also, does anyone here want to see me kill a shiny? I have to look at his back. Does anyone want to see me kill a shiny Comfy? They really have a magic. Oh my god, it's eaten too! Wait, what the heck? That's not okay. We can't eat Magikarps. Jeez, that's rough. we Gen 2 aced some Slowpokes, but we can't be eating Magikarps out here. A little funny. Sorry. Look at my man Zar for picking that out. I didn't even notice that. Thanks, Zonos. Yeah, this mic is doing me wonders. I love it so much. It sounds so much better than the Yeti. Rest in peace. I'm never gonna get sponsored by Blue anyway. But yeah, it sounds so much better than a Yeti. Yeti's so much cheaper. This mic is like stupid expensive, but it's. I don't think I am ever going to upgrade because this is already the pinnacle of sound. And that feels nice, right? When you already have the best equipment possible and you know it's not going to get any better, it feels so nice when you make those purchases because then you're just like, I'm done, right? Because when you're starting off YouTube, you're like, I could buy this high-end stuff, but what if this doesn't work? Then what? And that's why you always go for the more budgeted products, like a Blue microphone, Snowball, Yeti, etc. Then you're like, okay, well, at least I won't be in too much of a loss for this to work. But then if it does work, you're just like, oh, well, I guess I have to improve now. Master Ball, too. It has a Master Ball, has a train, has everything in its back. Counter, I believe this is number 85. Looks like Mike is a win. I don't know. It looks like Mike is winning. Ugh. Still no shine. My mic is literally a $30 studio mic plugged into a $100 interface. Oh, you have an XLR for $30? That's not bad. You saved a lot of money. Do you use it for streaming anything, or did you once use it for streaming or anything? Or is it just to talk to people? It serves my needs. That's fair. Yeah, that's the thing with good mics, is that most of them need an interface. I think my interface was like, you probably have the same interface as me, right? Solo. I'm literally just one person talking. I think Mike has like a focus. No, Mike has like a huge interface with like 4 different inputs because Mike has a whole other podcast that he records live. I don't know if he still does that, but he used to. But he records live with people, so he needed mad mics plugged in all into the same interface. Picked it up at Best Buy. Yo, shout out to Best Buy. Look at my man Jacob with a XLR microphone. $30. It's focused, right? Yep. I use the Yeti currently. I used the Yeti before this one. It does for the price. Yeti's stupid good. Like, it's totally worth the price. When it comes to microphone. Or I'm still trying to catch up on all your podcasts. What made you want to start a podcast? It's actually interesting because that question would kind of be better suited for Mike. I've been listening to podcasts for a long time, but Mike started a podcast with like a game company that he was working for. I don't know if he's still currently signed with them or if he's still doing that podcast, but I used to listen to that podcast with Mike, so I was just like, I was talking to Mike about it. Mike's like, yeah, this podcasting is pretty cool. Like, you get a bunch of it's really good for in terms of viewership and people finding your stuff. Since it's a lot less saturated market, like people finding a video on YouTube is so hard now. So many people are uploading to YouTube. Not a lot of people are making podcasts because podcast is kind of still like not like an underground society of like cooler people, but you know, it's less people. At least I think it's less people, at least for video games. So then I started thinking, I'm like, dude, I was searching for BGC podcast. And while I was searching for it, I'm like, There's not that many. I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but there wasn't that many that interested me. I'm like, if I was listening to one, I'd be like, yo, dude, I could so do this better. And like, me and Mike could so do this better. So then that's when I approached Mike, like, dude, let's make a podcast. Now, Sword and Shield's coming right out. It's coming out soon. Go ahead, get this started. Podcasts are a lot of effort too. It's actually interesting because I consider podcasts a low effort. Okay. It's low effort to record because for me, like, getting ready, having to, you know, shave, look good, shower, do all that good stuff, turn a camera on, have to talk in front of a microphone live for a long period of time is all really cool. But like when I'm recording a plus, I literally just like wake up 5 minutes before the plus, and then Mike calls me like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm in my PJs, I'm disheveled, and I'm just talking to people. Very important people in the Pokemon community. It's actually really interesting. Like you don't really care what you look like. That's such a good feeling. Oh, but I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I was like, you know, there's not really the one that interests me, and there's not one that interests me. Let's make it. So then we made Pokésports, and I think it was a Reddit post we did very early on. Probably like in January. We made a Reddit post, and then our viewership just like skyrocketed. I think a lot of you guys here are from that one Reddit post on RVGC. And our viewership just skyrocketed there. And it's been pretty consistent till now. It's gotten a little bit down because of coronavirus, but you know, that's fine. That makes sense. Less people are commuting. That's the biggest thing. Even myself, like I haven't stopped, but I've slowed down listening to podcasts. I forget that they exist until I go home. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this podcast I used to listen to at work, or I used to listen to on my commute to work. Because my commute got a lot shorter since I switched jobs. So, you know, my podcast listening time has gone down a lot too. And, you know, I always had a YouTube background. Mike always had a YouTube background. So we thought YouTube was the best next step. That's what we... The editing is probably what would snag me. Editing the podcast. Soundproof, Little Root, Hyper Voice, this. There are a few that talk about VGC, but not full on. Yeah, there's a couple that talk about VGC and TCG. Personally, TCG doesn't interest me at all. And like I'm kind of like if I'm listening to someone speak, I need like very good quality. I need bass. I need, I don't know. I need some ASMR while I'm listening to people talk. So I'm just super picky too. Talks about it a little. Puckle talks about it a little. But Puckle talks about like everything, right? That's the thing. I used to listen to Puckle. I used to listen to Super Effective. I actually found Super Effective very entertaining. Who's That Pokemon is actually really entertaining. It has nothing to do with competitive at all. In fact, the two hosts almost know nothing about Pokemon at all. But I find them super entertaining because they just kind of banter and it's great. Yeah, I used to listen to Puckle. I used to listen to Super Effective. But there would be just a lot of like Pokemon Go talk, Pokemon TCG talk, Pokemon anime talk, and in my mind I'm like, I don't really care about these things. But they would be so enticing when they did talk about competitive. Then that, you know, when they did talk about competitive, I would be hooked. But, you know, I just kind of had to skip through until I found it. There's a problem when you saturate your content with too many different things. I feel like Pokemon itself as a genre is too broad to saturate your content with. Like, yeah, you're technically a niche. You're talking about Pokemon, but there's so much in Pokemon. There's TCG, anime, you know, Pokemon Go, competitive Pokemon, the game, manga, etc. There's so much. So we wanted to make one that focuses on only competitive. Just VGC, just Smogon. Just Wi-Fi battles, etc. But mostly VGC because Smogon's been kind of less popular this generation. I feel like maybe Yeah, this generation, Smogon's been super down. SBJ plays comp. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'd definitely say that I found super effective. Yeah, it's super effective. Good general Pokemon podcast. They have good banter. Good banter makes a good podcast, right? I have the most fun recording the Peach because the Peach is just banter, right? It's just me and Mike just talking about just anything. My wife is triggered at how you say niche. Jacob's wife, Mrs. McKnight. I'm so sorry. I'm from Jersey. It's not my fault. Isn't it supposed to be niche? I have no idea. I say niche. What the heck? Hold on. We're going to Google Translate. Jacob, tell your wife that I'm about to prove her wrong. Niche. Definition. Let's see. It's totally supposed to be niche. 120%. The definition just told me niche. Tell your wife that I'm sorry. She's a beautiful lady. I'm glad y'all are so focused on the competitive side only. I don't need Pokemon Go news. My phone gets blown up with notifications from the app passes. Oh, fair, dude. Yeah, that's something me and Mike have like written in law. Even like we're shiny hunting today, right? But we're shiny hunting for competitive Pokemon. That's kind of our leeway there. But like in general, yeah, competitive Pokemon podcast doing only competitive Pokemon things. I pronounce it niche. Dude, yeah, so did I. I also pronounce coffee. Say sausage. She's flattered and forgives you. You better watch out, Jacob. DK. Itchy Nitchy. I guess that's a good way to remember it. Let's release these. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. I mean, Webster Dictionary is a pretty credible source. Just saying. Just saying, you know. Also, speaking of you, this will be your Excadrill, so keep an eye out, man. You think I care about a discolored Pokemon? Nah. I'm just sending you the shiny. Hey, welcome back, Motion. Found it right now? 20 more till I hit Mike. I had 2 trainees that I made teams for. It was you and a Venusaur collector. And I specifically made sure that I was giving both of you a mole. Fight Mike. Kevin is for the people. How's it going? Hey mole, still no Drilbur. I try my best. Just to spite Mike, I'm like, I'm gonna give as many people in the Pokésports Discord a Drilbur. Oh, fourth, then I definitely need to rock a new team. Maybe just delete Hitmontop and put in an Excadrill. That's the plan. I hate those feelings though, when you're just like a team just isn't doing what they used to do, and you're like, oh, time for a clean slate. Mike said it's time for a clean slate, and he decided to stick a G-Max Orbital on a team. It's like Mike, you don't need that clean of a slate. 1 second. I need to translate something for my girlfriend. She got a letter. I'm so needed. So confused. She got like a letter. Okay, back. Increase my weakness to Conkeldurr and Excadrill even more. Yeah. I don't actually know the rest of the team. I can't really give you advice. You get a mole, everyone in the Discord gets a mole. I mean, I have a whole thing. I'm gonna have a whole box of moles. I'm gonna give them to some people. I almost have a... I don't quite have a box. What's the rest of the team? I know you got Bishop. I know you have Gengar. That's about it. Those are the only two I know. Bishop and Gengar. Thinking about trying something funny with Cramorant and Colossal. Something super good with Cramorant is Storm Drain. Storm Drain. Yeah, you know my team don't lie. I might know your team, but at the top of my head, nope. Holy moly. That can molt on it for hours. That's more than the average human. Another mole. Togekiss, Duraludon, Venusaur. Dude, if you have Togekiss, Duraludon, Venusaur, then you need an Excadrill there. Oh, easy. Excadrill, Dragapult. Then your team just needs one Rotom and you're done. Welcome to VGC 20 team building session. Okay, you start off with Dragapult, Excadrill, Duraludon, Venusaur. Oh, no, it's Dragapult, Excadrill, Togekiss, Venusaur. Then pick 2 more Pokemon. Oh, wasn't supposed to. Whoopsie. Oh, Tyranitar. You need a Tyranitar in there. And you need Fighting Resist. I guess you already have an immunity. 4 times. I can't wait till we get to triple digits because Mike, the first thing Mike said when he walked into this was, your number is 2 left. Is 2 left aligned. And my response was, that's because when I get into triple digits, it won't be. About to prove my point in the digits. Lapras, don't forget free screens. There it is. I'm trying to build a support Rhyperior team. Explain. Well, if it's support Rhyperior, make it a Rhydon, dude. It's even more lit. With Lightning Rod. Yeah, make it a Rhydon. Rhydon's tankier. Unless you just want it to be a Rhyperior. Then you do you. It's so funny looking at my keyboard. Because I used to play like a lot of Minecraft a lot of Black Ops 2 on the PC. Or Black Ops 3, rather. So my ASD are so worn out, and so is my R for reload. Bad, bad, bad. I could probably be more. I just not released. Pretty sure I've said. We gotta keep our party clean. That would cover a Charizard weakness with Storm Drain Gas. Good point. Very good point. But then Solar Beam's a thing. The best Charizard counter is Colossal. There's legitimately nothing a Charizard can do. But for some reason, a lot of top players make fun of Colossal strategy. And I don't know why. Because it performs pretty consistently. And I always have trouble against it. Are you guys being so... Oh, that one's broke. Yeah, like, why are we making fun of Colossal, dude? It scares the living heck out of me every time I look at it. A rain team with G-Max Dreadnought sounds dope, but it's worse than the other option. I think Dreadnought... is fine. Wolfie's playing with Colossal. Oh, is he? Oh, I didn't even know that. Chinchino is the best Charizard counter you made. Rock Blast? Oh, that's a good point. Wait. Real talk, that's a good point until you miss the Rock Blast. Oh, what was I talking about? G-Max Dreadnought. I think Dreadnought is just suffering because everything has a grass move to deal with Gastrodon, so everything has a grass move to deal with Dreadnought by accident. Like, you might as well run Seismitoad or Ludicolo if you need a fast user of Swift. At least that's my opinion. I would love to see it work, but also Rocks and is just like great. Yeah, G-Max Colossal's stupid good. Very stupid good. Without speeds and one-shots at G-Max. It's true, Chinchino is very biased. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you on this. Just because I know Chinchino with Skull Link is actually not. I've never had a problem against it with my Conkeldurr, but you know. What do you run on it? Do you run Flinch? Do you go full Flinch? King's Rock or Focus Sash? I think one is for men, one is for little babies. I once shut a Colossal Dragapult combo with Storm Drain Gastrodon with Rindo Berry, Surf boosted its special attack, and then doubled into Colossal. I think I got the... That's not bad, dude. I wouldn't have gone for Surf though. Right? Oh, you got Surf boosted. Got it. I thought you went for Surf. I'm like, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. I've been like, just go for Earth Power, dude. You should be able to OHKO with Earth Power. Fossil is the basis for my real team. That's why you gotta set Psychic Terrain. Mouse was over that word. I run Choice Band. Oof. You don't even G-Max? That's a real man. Okay, we got our eggs. Got our bikes. 98. Still no Drilbur. Still no shiny Drilbur. Alright, Gastron is tanky though, no attack. Oh, that's fair. That's a good point. A fair point. Man, oh, choice pen on the chin. I see what. Never mind. Makes more sense. I was like, wait, you're not G-Maxing? Colossal, what are you doing? Like, Nova, you might be playing the game wrong. Terrain with Indeedee to stop any mock punches at all. This man has the thought to every counter. Keto for Worlds. Does anyone in the game have a Piplup they can trade? I don't think Piplup is available in the game. Sorry about that, Sion. I don't believe it's available. Then we have it. Number 100. 15 more until you either beat or lose to Mike. Still not it. And then boom. The 100 fits perfectly in the square. In home? I guess home, yeah, is a thing. Sometimes I forget home is. I don't use it as much as I thought I would be using it. Really happy I didn't pay for it. No offense to all you guys that did pay for it. But like, I'm low-key glad I didn't. See, if I hadn't, I don't actually have a living dex. If I had a living dex, then I would 100% pay for it. But I just don't have one. Like, I pretty much just leave any old Pokemon I had in old games in their old game. Fun to a new game. Terrain also stops prankster strategy. Also a good point. I think terrain is just a good terrain. The thing is, terrains in general are only good if they're auto set. If they're not auto set, it's like... Yeah, the living dex thing, it's like not for me. I was thinking about maybe making a living competitive dex, because that's super easy. Like I would have done Drilbur like 12 times, or however many times I have a competitive Drilbur in my party. I regretted it as soon as I found out you can't trade unless you're in the same room with somebody. Oh, dude. Yeah, I was like, oh, this thing had so much potential. Maybe they'll improve upon it. I don't know. Game Freak has a tendency of just making something and ignoring it till they kill it off. So hopefully they actually decide to patch that. Who knows? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to 116 in terms of encounters. I actually have to work. Almost 10. So we'll cap this at 116. Either we beat Mike or we don't beat Mike. And if we don't end up getting it by this stream, I'm just going to train up one of these guys. And then figure that out there. Room trade works long distance. Oh, well, I don't know. I just take everyone's word for everything. Yeah, the trading sucks. Just got it. I got it just because I had a lot of shinies from... Oh, okay. So you had a lot of shinies you wanted over. That's fair. I feel that. I've never been a shiny chaser, though. So I was like, okay. If they're in that game, they're dead now. that all 5? Okay. Now we run for our life. Will these eggs pop? Oh. Will this be the one? One and only. The only. Drilbur, please. I'm trying to prove to people that you're a better Pokemon than not. Not giving. I need you to be better. Just be better, Drilbur. Does anyone want to see a Little Cup battle with me and Mike? Me versus Mike. He has to use Hoot Hoot. I have to use Drilbur. Because we're talking about it. Problem is, like you saw, we have a bunch of baby mons to use for the Little Cup. They're stupid annoying TV though, but it might be fun. Because Little Cup is pretty much non-existent generation, at least in game. It might be existed on Showdown, but it's super fun to watch, I think. Wi-Fi. Yes, the people need it. Little Cup. Oh, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. If anything, it might go up next week. Next Friday. That's the date we're talking about. We also have to figure out how we would do it. We definitely probably want to both be in the call, just so we could banter at each other. We don't know if we want a double face cam yet. We'll figure that out too. I've seen many people using Pinchurchin to counter my Venusaur's sleep powder lately. Super annoying. Pinchurchin. A little weird thingy. Respect, Lightning Rod OP. Inch. That's a Pokemon I never see. Many good boys. Next to some bad boys. It's always 2 of the 5 too. I've been looking at Pinchurchin and Pukamuku Top. You've been looking at them? Oh, 2. I felt like Pukamuku is just a Wobbuffet wannabe, right? Gets that counter strategy for tanky and stuff. I think Pinchurchin has more promise. Pinchurchin's interesting because in a Trick Room, like, it has every reason to be very good because it has like 5 base speed and Bolt Beak. So like, you will always go first in Trick Room essentially. And then you have the electric terrain so that you can't sleep. Are there any slow electric types? Or like slow Pokemon that tend to carry electric coverage? Because that'll just always boost their attacks. I think Rillaboom will actually see play once Grassy Terrain. But I think Grassy Terrain should reduce all ground damage and not just Earthquake. bulldoze. It should reduce like actual ground damage. Vikavolt, yeah, that's an interesting option. Because Vikavolt isn't actually weak to any of Pinchurchin's weaknesses, so you can actually get away with running both. Volt has Levitate. Oh wait, if it has Levitate, it's not getting boosted by the electric terrain. Adoy. Honk Thunder Punch. That's true. What if a Conk Thunder Punch with Iron Fist? Arctozolt, the best cold boy. Oh yeah, I forgot that they even have slower form. What if a Conk Thunder Punch in electric terrain with Iron Fist and Oko max defense? Okay. If it can, then it's totally viable. I can see it now. Why does no one use... What's that? I don't even know the name. Elgium? The evolution of Elgium. What is it? Is Elgium the evolution? No, Elgium's the... Beheeyem. Why does no one use Beheeyem? Everyone's on Reuniclus. They love Reuniclus to death. Beheeyem does the same thing. But no one uses Beheeyem. To be honest, Beheeyem looks cooler than Reuniclus. Reuniclus. Look, another Drilbur. You guys getting tired of seeing Drilbur? Not fair. Why does Mike get a successful shiny stream? No, this is success. This is success at its finest. Mike might have gotten a shiny. We have to remember that shiny was Hoot Hoot, so it might as well be trash. You might as well throw it out now. You don't really need it. It's not cute. What the heck? It's so cute. It's got a big head and everything. That's all you need to be cute, is just a big head. Not as tanky, maybe? If I remember correctly, their stats are like comparable. EM has 125 special attack, 95 special defense, 75 defense. Oh, Reuniclus is like so much better. You see, Reuniclus is slower. Excuse me? Reuniclus is slower. And is a lot tankier. Like a disgustingly amount of tankier. I guess it makes... This is a baby though. It's not a baby. It's like a baby. I guess Reuniclus does technically have a bigger head. The one thing that's nice about this generation in terms of shiny hunting is that shiny hunting like via the SOS method, you kind of had to commit to that shiny hunt, because if you break that chain, you essentially just wasted a hunt. So at least with this, like, you can turn off your game if you want to leave it off. Hey, look, another Drilbur. Okay, so 6 more, 5 more. We have to either, yeah, it's 5 more. These are the last 5 that are gonna happen. Right here, right now, it's either we beat Mike or Mike win. Who wins the feud? Wooler and right here. Telling you, I've seen crazier things happen in my day. It ain't over till it's over. We have 5 more chances. I'm feeling lucky about this one right here. I'm feeling lucky about this one. Is Nocturne better than Excadrill? That's the question we're trying to answer right now. Is Nocturne better than Excadrill? This will determine which Pokemon gets a t-shirt. Does Excadrill get a t-shirt? Or does Noctowl get a t-shirt? Right now, Noctowl is in the lead. But Excadrill is a close second because there's only 2 Pokemon. Hurry up. Let me get my eggs. My eggs. Lady? Lady! Eggs! I was gonna say eggs in Spanish. I made the right decision. That's not something I want to yell at the top of my lungs. 2 more eggs. No pun intended. Objectively? No. Okay, 111. The one I felt good about. Please? That's not it. I got excited for some reason. I was looking at rolls. Noctowl can't do much against a fast rock slide. Yeah, that's the real problem. I didn't have Excadrill. For some reason, I was looking at that through with my peripheral vision, and it looked like it wasn't. It was shiny, and I was like, wait, what? Did I actually get it? Wait, no way. Okay, number 112. Please. Close. I don't know what close means in this scenario. Let's see. 3 more. This is the last egg. The lucky egg. Right here. And we run away forever. So these eggs hatch. Hi, lady. Keep going until they hatch. We're just running away from the daycare as far as we can. We're in Hullberry. Let's go see Nessa. Actually, no, because then we'd have to battle her. All we have is Colossal, which wouldn't do very well against the water gym. Oh. Here we go. 113. Bye. 2 more chances. Oh, wait, what? I was trying to continue on the map, but I guess it finishes here too. Jeez. This city is poorly designed. 114. $115. Let's go big or go home. I mean, the real bar was set by Mike. This poor kid thinks he's gonna win this. Look at you. Just look at you. You think you got what it takes to be a champion? You're buns, dude. Okay. The sad thing is Mike set the bar at 9, and then that was such a high bar that we just lowered it to a second, and his second was 115. No. No, we didn't get it. It was bad. Knockdown, cooling, heat wave, though, so it has to account for that. Give up. I'm gonna do another 5. Okay? Another 5. Mike won. But I kind of still want the Pokemon. I've dedicated my 3 hours to this thing. Kind of still want it. I'm gonna dedicate another 5 eggs to it. Mike won the war. Feels bad. It's okay. We left this scenario with a lot of Excadrill. Okay, so we'll release these last 5. Get another 5 more eggs. So nice to see a perfect Pokemon. Best. The thing is, not Excadrill has to account for Heat Wave, but if we're playing Little Cup, then Drilbur is technically not a Steel type. So he doesn't care about Heat Waves. Drilbur will eat that up. 0 Fs in the chat, Skip. Lady, you need to give me eggs. We don't got time to mess around here. I don't know. I like the wild area more. I was experimenting with this location, but I think if I ever had to breed again, which I definitely will, I'm gonna stick to the wild area. I always used to do the wild area. Lady, come on. F. Ripperini. Ah! This is... Still nothing. Come on. Drilbur, please. Trying to make a point. You definitely like the wild area more. I just thought this would be more visually pleasing. But yeah, this is like the space is too little. Think about the bridges are feathers. Yeah, but those reset every day though. So once you get all the feathers, it's kind of like, oh, what's the... Me. Eggs. Some. Thank you. This wasn't a complete loss. If we don't get this Excadrill, not a complete. We're still going to use Excadrill on the upcoming team because my trainees both have an Excadrill. I still gotta play with their team, so I could send it. Probably be doing that tomorrow. But I feel like we got to know each other personally today. I got to know about your work history. I got to know about your past memories, recent thoughts, your Poke memories. I got to teach you some recipes for Italian foods. A lot of progress has been made today. I got like 20 Dittos. Not Dittos. Drilburs. that I can make into Excadrills of any variety of sets for a very long time to come. Lady, please. I don't know why she doesn't want eggs. She's like hoarding them to 118. Much easier to build Watson while they're... Oh, that's so true. It's like you're an AI invented by Google. Dude, I just teach you all the important stuff. I filter out all the nonsense. Get our personal information and teach us how to... Hey, everyone. Send me your first password to your first online banking. Oh, that's something to get demonetized to right there. Well, I can't get demonetized. I need to get monetized first. Oh wait, I actually wasn't supposed to get this egg. Okay, so we get an extra egg. Okay, last egg. Going all the way back to Hullberry again. My password was Jacob 123. 119. Rest in peace. I wonder what the speed run... Does anyone do this? Like, have a speed run of how fast you can just bicycle through the game? Like, you have the completed map. Just like how fast you can get from point A to point... That's interesting. That's like the road... Oh, that'd be super interesting because you have encounter RNG and stuff like that too. Like, what just happened to me? Pokemon racing? Pokekart? Pokecycle? I hate when that happens. Why do two Pokemon spawn on top of each other? I just want a Drilbur. And I keep getting a Slug. I remember when it was Gen 4 and I saw a different Shellos. I thought it was a Shiny. Then I was disappointed. Found out what it was. Actually, why am I even in? I don't want to encounter. I should just leave the cave. Eternatus, what in the world was that? Nobody knows. There wasn't a... You can be the first and start the thing. I'll be the first and only to part the... 120, one more. Pokekart Racing G would be so crazy. That would be so cool, though. We got a Crash Bandicoot. We can get Pokemon. Let's be honest. Okay, last one. 120. Oh, boys. What can I say? We shouldn't play the lotto today. We're not very lucky. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled uploading things tomorrow. I know there was actually nothing competitive about this stream, but anyway, I had a lot of fun. So thank you guys for stopping by. Any of those that are still here, any of those that just stopped by earlier. Those of which that clicked the like button, y'all are awesome. If you haven't already subscribed, you guys know what to do. Podcast, even though you probably already have. It was actually funny because my girlfriend was talking. She found my YouTube channel by accident. Well, she knew that I did YouTube. I actually looked for it. She actually found it today. She was like, Kevin, I found your channel and I like to watch Mike more. Because you talk too fast, I can't understand you, and Mike talks slower. So there it is. No, Nintendo is watching when it comes out next Christmas. Yep, they're watching. They're watching this podcast. Game Freak is an avid viewer of this podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know what to do. Do all the good stuff that you guys usually. 3 hours. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. 3 hour stream is pretty darn good. Thank you, Unova. Get you. Alright, good night, guys. How do I end this? Oh, like this. Bye.